This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Welcome to the YCA Lantern, our weekly YouTube program presented by the Brenham Church of Christ Youth and Children's Ministry. We are so glad that you have chosen to join us in this new year of 2021. For those of you who are kids or teenagers, we hope that you will also join us on the first Sunday of each month for our in-person youth and children's church right after communion, outside or in the gym, depending on weather. We will also continue to have our live Zoom Bible classes on the other Sundays at 11 each month and on Wednesdays at 6. Please remember to click the share button and the subscribe button. Thank you for helping us reach our goal of in 2020 of 100 subscribers. Help us reach our new goal in 2021 of 150 subscribers. Now enjoy the program and remember, let your light shine.
I will stomp my feet and I will clap my hands and shout.
Hi, Henrietta. Sure is a nice day today.
Hello, Ralph. It sure is. Bagap! And I'm so thankful for my family. Remember, last week when we talked about Jacob having to leave his family and home?
I sure do. He had to run away from his brother Esau because Esau wanted to kill Jacob for stealing his birthright.
That's right, Ralph. And Jacob was all alone as he traveled away from his family.
That's really sad.
In Genesis 28:11, it says, Jacob stopped for the night because the sun had set and he was tired. It says he took one of the stones there, put it under his head, and lay down to sleep.
Ouch! How did he sleep with a rock under his head?
I'm sure he was very tired, Ralph. And as he was sleeping, Jacob had a dream.
Oh, yeah? Sometimes I have dreams. Most of the time they're kind of silly, and I wonder what they mean.
Me too, Ralph. In Jacob's dream, he saw a stairway resting on the earth with its top reaching to heaven. And the angels were going up and down the ladder.
How cool. Kind of like Jack and the Beanstalk.
And there above the ladder stood the Lord. And he said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac.
That's so awesome, Henrietta. I have heard that God gave Jacob 3 promises in that dream.
He sure did, Ralph. The first promise God made to Jacob was to give him and all his descendants the land he was sleeping on.
Yup. And God told Jacob that his descendants would be as many as the dust of the earth. That's a whole lot, Hen.
It sure is, Ralph. And the last promise God made to Jacob was to always be with him and never leave him.
And then Jacob woke up and said, "How awesome is this place? This is a gate of heaven." And does it say that in the morning? Jacob took his sleeping stone and set it up like a pillow.
Well, not a pillow, Ralph, but a pillar. Jacob set up a pillar to honor and thank God, and he called the place Bethel, which means house of God.
I am so thankful that God keeps his promises, Hen. He is a faithful God.
He sure is, Ralph.
Buddy said your brother came with the seed and took away your blessing. Genesis 27
35.
35. I'm good.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Game Station. My name's Dustin, and today we're going to be learning about Genesis chapter 27. Make sure you listen up. I'm going to tell you all the things that you need to know to win this game. Number 1, the physical problem that Isaac had whenever he got older is that he was blind. Number 2, the weapon that Esau used to hunt was a bow. Number 3, after Esau brought a meal to Isaac, Isaac said that he would bless him. Number 4, Rebekah was listening whenever Isaac told Esau to go hunt. Number 5, it was Rebekah's idea to deceive Isaac. Number 6, the animals that were chosen and prepared for Isaac by Jacob and Rebekah were 2 goats. Number 7, the major obstacle that was preventing Isaac from believing that Jacob was Esau was that Jacob was smooth-skinned and Esau was hairy-skinned. Number 8, if Jacob was found out to be a deceiver, Isaac may have cursed him. 9, Rebekah said that she was willing to take responsibility if Jacob was found out by Isaac. Alright, number 10, the 3 things that Rebekah did for Jacob when he went to go see Isaac was she made savory food for Jacob to take, she took Esau's clothes for Jacob to wear, and she put skins from the young goats on Jacob's hands and neck. Number 11, whenever Isaac asked Jacob how he found game so quickly, Jacob said that the Lord your God brought it to me. 12, the proofs that Isaac needed in order to believe that Jacob was Esau was that he needed to smell his clothes, Jacob's word that he was really Esau, and the feel of his hands. Number 13, the one thing about Jacob that did not really fool Isaac was his voice. Number 14, Jacob verbally lied 3 times to Isaac whenever he deceived him, saying that he was Esau. Number 15, Jacob had scarcely gone out after he had left and Esau came back from hunting. Number 16, the physical reaction that Isaac had whenever Esau told him who he really was is that he trembled exceedingly. Number 17, the 2 ways that Jacob supplanted Esau was that he took away his father's blessing and he took away his birthright. Number 18, after his father's death, Esau vowed to kill Jacob. Number 19, Rebekah told Jacob to go to Laban's house in Haran, which is Rebekah's brother, to be safe from Esau. Number 20, Jacob probably never saw his mother again, as she's never mentioned as being alive whenever Jacob returned and she never sent for him. Number 21, Rebekah describes the women of the land who she did not want Jacob to marry as the daughters of Heth. Alrighty guys, that's it for this game station. Make sure you check out the link below to play the games for this week's chapter in Genesis. See you later!
Isaac and his family decided to move to a valley nearby, where his father Abraham had dug another well. When they arrived at just the right spot, they unloaded their goods and pitched their tents and made themselves a new home. But to his dismay, Isaac found out that the Philistine men had stopped up that well also. So Isaac and his servants set to work, busily digging out the junk and debris that had been thrown into the well. It took several men, several days of laboring in the hot sun to dig the well with picks and shovels. Finally, to their great joy, they found fresh water. Things went well for Isaac in his new home until the herdsmen of Gerar were in the area with their herds, and they saw Isaac's new well. They decided it would be a good place to draw water for their animals, and they fought with Isaac's herdsmen. "This is our well," they shouted. "We have lived here much longer than you, and the water is ours." Isaac didn't want to fight, and he didn't want any of his servants or herdsmen fighting either. "We can give them this well, and we can dig out another of my father's wells for us to use." Isaac was a peaceful man. He called that well Esek, which means dispute. So Isaac had his servants dig another well. They worked and worked, and finally they had another well ready for use. But it wasn't very long until the men of Gerar came to that well, and they started fighting for it, too. Isaac and his family still didn't want to fight, so they peacefully gave another well to the herdsman of Gerar. Isaac named that well Sitnah. Isaac had another meeting with his family and servants. It seems that we have to move again, he told them. The men of Gerar needed this well also, so we have to move further away. His family and servants knew that there was no use in trying to argue with Isaac, because Isaac just wouldn't argue. They all packed up again, loaded their belongings onto the camels and the donkeys, and moved to another place. By this time, they had quite an efficient digging crew. They got out their picks and shovels and started working hard. In several days, they had yet another well ready for use. They had water for all their flocks and herds, and enough water for their crops. This time, the herdsmen from Gerar left them alone and didn't fight for their water. There was finally enough for everyone to live peacefully. Isaac called the name of that well Rehoboth, which means end of fighting or peace. He understood that this was where God had wanted him to come all along. One day, Isaac decided that he would take a trip toward the hills. He wanted to spend time alone with God, pray, and seek his direction. He took a small tent and decided to have a camp out, all by himself. In the quietness of the night, the Lord appeared to him, repeating the same message he had previously been given. I am the God of Abraham, your father. Fear not, for I am with you and will bless you and give you many descendants for Abraham's sake. Isaac was happy to hear from the Lord. It helped him to know that he was being obedient to God and doing the right thing. Isaac built an altar there and prayed to the Lord. He went home the next morning and gathered his family and servants and had an announcement to make. We are moving again, he told them. By this time, they were all experienced packers. They gathered their belongings, loaded the camels and the donkeys, and were ready in no time. Isaac led his family to his camping spot. They unpacked and pitched their tents near the altar he had built.
Then he dreamed, and behold, a ladder was set up on the earth, and its top reached to heaven, and there the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham your father, and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie I will give to you and your descendants.
Hey guys, welcome back to another game station. My name's Dustin, and today we're going to be playing a game called Slithery Snake for Genesis chapter 28. And so yeah, let's go. Hopefully I get all the questions right. I think I know these pretty well, so I'm going to try fast mode this time. Okay, before Jacob renamed it, what was the name of the place where he dreamed? This was, I think. In Jacob's dream, what were ascending and descending? Oh, angels of God. Easy. All right, what did Jacob name the place where he dreamed? Bethel. Right? Yeah, okay. Who is Jacob's grandfather on his mother's side? Oh, dang it. I lost. No. I think I got to restart. Well, here we go. Who is Jacob's grandfather on his mother's side? It was Bethuel. That's what we ended with. What did Jacob use as a pillow? Stone. It's not a very comfortable pillow, but all right. To what land did Isaac send Jacob to find Laban? Oh, that went really quickly, but it's Padan Aram. Who commanded Jacob not to take a wife from the daughters of Canaan? Oh, Isaac? Yes. All right. Who spoke to Jacob while he slept? Oh, sometimes it just goes so quick. It was God. That's the answer. What is the meaning of Bethel? House of God. House of God. Oh. This is difficult. Okay. Almost died there. Wow. Okay. When Jacob woke up from his dream, what did he do with the stone? He set it up as a pillar. I think this is going the right direction. Yeah, okay. What did Jacob name the place where he dreamed? Bethel is what he named it. To what place was Jacob traveling when he had his dream? Oh, I got it right. It's Haran is the answer. How much did Jacob promise to give God? A tenth. A tenth. Let's see. Boom. All right. What did Jacob pour on the stone? Oil. Easy. Who was Esau's third wife? It was Mahalath, daughter of Ishmael. Before Jacob renamed it, what was the name of the place where he dreamed? Luz. However you say it. In Jacob's dream, what were ascending and descending? The angels of God were ascending and descending in Jacob's dream. What did Jacob dream about that reached up to heaven? A ladder. That's what they were going up and down on, was a ladder. There we go. That's the game. So that's it for this game station. Make sure you check out the link below to play this game. It's really fun. And try to beat it on fast mode because it's really hard. So yeah, we'll go ahead into the next part of the program. See y'all later.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of the YCA Lantern. We hope you are encouraged and uplifted by today's program. Tune in each week as we explore the book of Genesis together. Find us on YouTube by searching for Brenham Church of Christ, and while you're there, catch old episodes or even past worship services. Help us reach our next goal of 150 subscribers by liking, subscribing, and sharing our channel with your family and friends. And remember, let your light shine in 2021.